Hello, I'm Brian Critchell and I'm here today with Tim Jones, Chief Executive of Nest. Tim, thanks for inviting us.
You're welcome.
The private sector looking at collective DC and other forms of competition to your good sales. And one of the key points they're making in trying to drum up support for this is that they will be able to offer tailored communications in a way that you won't. So I'm interested to know if you feel that they do have any substance behind what they say. I mean, I've worked in communications long enough to learn that effective communications isn't just about the words on the paper, what words to use, as you were saying, or indeed the websites, given the literacy of many of the many people. Even these days. And if your audience is largely unsophisticated, how has your communication strategy been developed to get over these essential truths for unsophisticated people? They're not going to get advice, are they, with their AMCs?
So, there's a number of topics in there. Let's start by talking a little bit about the target market. These are very wonderful people. I wouldn't go with the word unsophisticated. We love our target market. This is a lot of the people that are in this country represent our target market. And these people, as we research them, there's one thing that I'd say about them is they're not stupid. Right? These people have got lives. They often evidence a relatively low interest in pensions. And as a financial services professional that's been in this business most of my career, financial services is a low interest topic, even in the round for a lot of people in society. And pensions within it is a low interest product within that low interest topic area. And so I think it's really important that we respect that. And we understand that people have got lives, they've got priorities in their lives, whether it's their family or their work or whatever it is. And sometimes that'll include knowledge of pensions, and often it won't. So what we want to do is to recognise and respect that and talk to them in language they understand, talk to them as simply as we can. But they've said to us very clearly, and we absolutely agree, that they do not want this dumbed down. They don't want to be patronised, and we won't. We will tell them exactly what is going on. We will just make that communication as simple and straightforward as we can by using language that they've talked with us about being relevant to them. But there are lots of other ways in which we're working hard to get people to understand what's happening when they join Nest and what's happening with their money. And one of them is the way we talk to them. So another area we've done live research, which we are announcing in the beginning of 2011, is into the words we should use. Because the industry has a set of words, and some of those words are focused at other markets than ours. And so what we've done is to work with people in our target market and gone out to them and said, what language would you like us to use with you so that it works for you and makes sense for you? We're not saying that this is right for everybody. We're hoping it's right for us. It's a journey. We're not there yet. And so we're going to be inviting people to come along on that journey with us and contribute to this debate. And obviously we're interested in working with others across the industry. But we are enthusiastic about making this product clear and simple and understandable. So I think there's a long, long journey to go in terms of communicating. Pensions is not a topic, as we do our research, that a lot of our target market is familiar with. And this is a journey measured in years, again and in decades, to get to a place. I really do want us to get to a place, a little bit like they've achieved in Australia, where everybody talks about their super. Everybody's got a super, and it's natural. It's just normal, isn't it, to have a super? And in Sweden, with the orange envelope, it's fantastic. It's an event. So I want to be part of taking this country on a journey where saving for your retirement when you're at work is just normal and ordinary, and people understand the fundamentals of what is going on.
There's clearly a lot of work going on in the next 12 months, and both politically and also within the industry. But with all the hoo-ha that's going on, if we take a step back behind that, aren't we actually witnessing the beginning of a fundamental change in what retirement actually means to our society? And it's all very well to say people must save for their retirement, but don't you also need to have a very clear vision about what you mean when you use the word retirement. So would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. So, I mean, the simple way to characterize it is that the notion of kind of cliff edge retirement, working one day, stopping the next, and that's it, I think will be largely consigned to history. And for a variety of reasons, not just because people will be economically forced to, some will, some already are, because they have made inadequate provision for their retirement, but also because actually there's a lot of evidence to say that it's correlated with well-being. It's much better for you to be active in later life rather than solely passive. So I think we will see a change, and I think that we will see people gradually stepping back from the workplace, far more part-time working, and I think that's very healthy. Now, if we look at the longevity statistics though, I mean, they're amazing. People are living for so much longer. So yeah, we can talk about the end of compulsory annuitization at 75, but we can look at the longevity stats and see people living into their 90s, into their hundreds, into their 110s. Now, there's going to be a gradation of the extent to which people are able to work and wish to work as they go into those later years. And that's why whatever shape your retirement takes, you're going to want to be able to have some level of control over the way those years are spent and your spending power in that period. So I think it is going to change. I think that's exciting and should be quite beneficial. But I also think it absolutely reinforces the argument that everybody should look forward to a period where they are living off partly what they're still earning and partly what they have accumulated through their whole working life.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.